In today's video, I'm going to talk about the type of man women should not submit to. Because every day you hear, submit to your husband, submit to your man, submit to your man, and so on and so forth. Women is not every man that you must have to submit to. There are some men who are not deserving of it. There are some men that are not worthy to be submitted to by women. It's not every man that will be expecting submission from women. I know that women are going through a lot, so part of their problem should not be to force them to submit to men who are not qualified to be submitted to. Okay, so it is for their own good, especially for their mental health. So please, let's delve straight into this video today. Number one of the kind of man or kind of man that women should not submit to. Number one is whom I call the player. You know now, the player, the Arabas. So who is this player? You know, this player is not interested in you actually. He's a master manipulator. He's looking for a way to exploit or extort from you, or probably to make sure that he cuts your skirts up or your legs up. You know, so most players are not into any woman's life for good. They are not there for good. So it's only there for a good time, not for your own good as a woman. So he thinks too much about himself alone. You know, to him, every woman is a commodity. Every woman is a commodity. So his ultimate plan on you is to come to steal, to buy and destroy. That is your ultimate mission in the life of the woman. So he cannot rest. He cannot rest about you until he starts getting between your thighs. He can never rest, because that is number one mission. So he will be giving you every conceivable lies just to be achieving his inordinate intentions towards you. Okay, so this is not the kind of man you can submit to. Women, you don't hear words. Stop submitting to this type of men. They are using you people to play ball. They are using your brains to mix African salad. Stop submitting to this kind of men if you want to have a peace of mind. If you want to have your own peace of mind. So number two is Mr. No Commitment. Who is this Mr. No Commitment? Who is this Mr. No Commitment? He's everything you need in a man, but just not ready. He's not ready to settle down with you. He's scared of commitment. Okay, so if you need a man to settle down with, or for somebody with a long-term relationship plan, he is practically not the one for you. Better go look elsewhere. He's always equipped with excuses not to commit. Okay, so he's okay enjoying you. He's okay enjoying only good times with you together. Finish. So he sees commitment as a trap that you want to tie him down. Look at Angela. Angela wants to tie an Okoye down. Okay, so his second name is a time killer. Imagine Oboge were plans. Okay, so he will lead you on, create hope against hope, then finally he will back out. So as a woman, don't waste your precious time with a time killer like that. Okay, so Ogu Emmanuel is my name. This is a place where people comes to get inspired. I talk about relationships, family, lifestyles, and sex. So if you are new here, you are highly welcome. And a special thanks to all my esteemed viewers and all my returning subscribers. Please don't forget to subscribe to this new channel. So let's continue. So the third person that women should not submit to is mommy's boy. Mommy's boy. Mommy Anata Oyoyo boy. So this kind of guy is a guy with a lot of emotional baggages with his mom. Okay, although he's a good guy, but cannot do anything without his mother knowing. The mother must know about it. So there must be a stamp of his mother's approval before he can take any decision. He can't do that on his own. This place is not capable of taking decisions on his own. He cannot. So he's always looking for a replica of his mother in any woman that comes around him, or in any woman that he sees, or in any of his relationships. He's looking for the mother's exact copy, So this kind of marriage cannot see the light of the day. Women, you people, sometimes you don't hear words. You don't hear. Tomorrow you still go and put your head inside it. After wedding, you start thinking of divorcing. Okay? So you wasting your time undergoing traditional and white wedding and stuff. You are just you are wasting your time. You don't know what you are doing. Okay? So, because the success of that marriage depends on the mother's endorsement. If the marriage will see the light of the day, is only the mother that will decide. Not even two of you. He feels he owes his total life to his mother, so thereby making it very difficult to take a bull by the horn as a man. So your mother should know her place in your life. She should know where she belongs in a man's life. I didn't say you should push your mother away, but there is always a place for her. There is always a space for her. So women, open your eyes. Young ladies, open your eyes before you start thinking of settling down. So the fourth one is what I call the control freak. He feels very comfortable anytime the clock stands still. Yeah. Anytime the clock stands still, waiting for him to give approval. Yes. So if he falls to get his way, he might threaten thunder, fire, and brimstone if he doesn't get his way. Every time he wants to be in control, he will not even give you no audacity. Don't have anyone. As long as he's in charge, as long as he's the one running things. So he wants to be in charge of every part of your life. Even if you want to go ease yourself, you have to come take permission from him. He will know the time that you've gone to the toilet to go ease yourself, and the time that you will come out. You come and take permission from him. Okay? So he wants to be in charge of your life, your business, even your family members you meet. He wants to be in charge of everybody. Even all the phone calls you received, he wants to be in charge. He feels his ego is always charged whenever he subjects his woman to a boxed position. Whenever he puts his woman in a condition that will not allow her to breathe. Okay? So that's what makes him feel good. That's what makes him feel like a man. So to such a man, as a husband is like living in a ghost house. They don't care about your happiness. They don't give a damn about your happiness. So, ladies, women, please stop gambling away your life with an over-controlling man. Okay? So the fifth one is what I call the narcissist or the selfish one. So this selfish one is one who is self-centered. He's self-centered. So the ladies, you people should be very careful. You have to be very clever. You have to be very clever to spot such a selfish undertones in your contact or relationship with man. So one thing that these narcissists are very good at is knowing themselves first and only. They don't know about another person. No. They don't care to know. So they want to know themselves only. So they feel the world only revolves around them without care for any other person. So many of them have this problem of low self-esteem. And so agreeing to accept their conditions makes them feel important because you accepted their foolish conditions. Okay? So you will find it very hard to do things with them. You will not be comfortable dealing with them. So they are sometimes manipulative, demanding, and very selfish. They would like to make you nobody so that they will always be on top. They would like to belittle you in everything that you are doing, in every of your undertaking. Even in the public, they will deliberately box you into a very tight corner, put you in an uncomfortable position where you will not be happy all the time because it's the only thing that makes them happy. Okay? So they will make you feel guilty. You know, they will try to put you where they feel that you belong. But the truth of the matter is that you are the one that's supposed to put them where they belong. For you to survive them, spell out your standards. Spell out your mandamus. Define your boundaries. Let them know about it, yes. Okay? So, for you to show that you know what you are doing, you have to write it in capital letter for them. Don't try to buy yourself trying to please them because you cannot. So the sixth one is what I call the unfaithful one. Yes. So if it's about cheating, this one is the king. It's a very big red flag. This kind should not be tolerated, this kind of man. Okay? So a constant cheating man has no plan of being faithful to his woman. So don't go into any relationship believing that you have the secret for controlling the man. If you are unlucky to meet with this kind of man, you will regret it for the rest of your life. It may even rob you your own sanity and likely make you regret venturing into this institution called marriage. So don't forget in a hurry. An unfaithful man operates with a big baggage. Okay? So he can sometimes transfer that sexual transmitted diseases he got from another woman to this innocent you. Because he has been playing around, you know. If you give these people, you give the other one. So before you know it, it will just bring home one kind of disease or the other, transfer it to you. You start going to hospital for treatment for what you don't just know. So don't make any mistake of believing that you can change them. You cannot. Once a player, always a player. Okay? So, and you must be fooling yourself if you think you can. but I wouldn't want to bet you to try. So, but if at one time or the other it happens that he is truly and finally has decided to change during the course of courtship period, although it's a very big risk, it's a very big gamble, but if you ask me, there may be hope tomorrow. Okay, there may be hope tomorrow. If not, he will be full of excuses the moment the marriage certificates are being issued. So number 7, the negligent one. Who is this negligent one? Or you may call him an irresponsible man. His total life, has no bearing. He can't properly take care of himself, not to talk of another person. He's always owing here and there and refuses to pay back. He doesn't care if he's respected in the community or not. He will always want to bring himself down, to disrespect himself down at every slightest opportunity, and as well disrespect you too. He'll be making reckless spendings and promises that he cannot be able to keep. He'll be making promises as if it is going out of fashion. He loves to disrespect himself before his neighbors, before everybody, before relatives, before partners, even before God. His word is never his bond. He has no vision. His family decisions are not trusted. He can't trust any one of them because he sees them as untrue. So he is very good at promising marriage. Oh, baby, I love you. I think I want to marry you. Only to fizzle out at the end of the day because he don't chop finish. He has seen what he is looking for. So if you happen to be an unfortunate woman who married an irresponsible man, then be well prepared to start a fresh marriage coaching course. Yes. So I know marrying a negligent man or an irresponsible man will be the least of your prayers. I don't even pray for my enemies. So don't allow a negative influence in your life, in your future family, by marrying an irresponsible man. Don't. So number 8, the lazy dreamer, or I call him, he's a dreamer. He's lazy and as well broke. He claims to have a lot of potentials. He doesn't know what he wants in life. Okay? If he's a man with interest in becoming a player in the entertainment space, for example, he'll be dreaming of becoming a Davido, a Wizkid, or Burna Boy overnight, without putting in the hard work these 3 guys used before becoming what they are. He's expecting manners to fall straight from heaven onto his laps. Okay, so you can't see any sign of commitment of hard work into this his so-called musical dream or career. He's not showing any. Okay, he is not making any effort to at least start from somewhere, but he wants it all. He wouldn't want to start from somewhere. Okay, but he's always wishing if he could start enjoying the glitz and glamour associated with that kind of profession. This kind of man is a joker. He's not worthy to be your husband. Okay, so if you are a young lady wishing or waiting to get a real commitment with this kind of man, you better forget about it, because any of his marriage proposal can never work. You will end up gnashing your teeth. So since he's waiting for the kind of wealth that Davido, Wizkid, and Burna Boy has before he can say, I will marry you, He's waiting for all those things to fall from heaven onto his lap before he can come ask for your innocent hand in marriage. My sister, go find your luck elsewhere if you can. So the number 9th one is what I call the religious knot. I am not implying that for a man to be close to his God is wrong. It is not wrong. A lot of men cannot do without religion, especially from this part of the world we came from. Okay? But they say too much of anything may not be good. So, this man will be very judgmental if he is a religious knot. He will always be seeing you as spiritually dirty before him. Okay? He will always look like that devil he has been mixing prayers for. That devil he has been hunting for. That devil he has been trying to remove life from. That's the way he will be seeing you. Since you are not born again like him, or the kind of born again that he is, you are not like him. So he might start seeing you like a lesser species of human being, spiritually. So religion is not kind to this type of man at all. It's not even kind to this Africa where we came from. So these religious knots are not the kind of person I will advise my sister, my relatives to marry. This holier than thou attitude of theirs will never help matters at all. Okay? He will see everyone as temptation waiting to happen, or that has started happening immediately. So I imagine a full-blooded man who is always running into the church activities from Monday to Monday without any care for his family, without any care for his wife, or not even enough care for his work, just to show how committed he is with his so-called God. So he believes God will come down from heaven to feed his family, to help him take care of his home without working. That's the kind of miracles they love to indulge in. That's the kind of miracles they love to accept. So young lady under my voice now, who is listening to me, please, if you are married, do not support any of your unmarried younger relatives to submit to this kind of man for marriage. Please don't. The 10th and the last man you should not submit to as a woman is a half-married man. There are people that we call half-married. They are not fully married. So this kind of people will always come up with this kind of excuse at the end of the day. Don't worry, that's a foolish woman. I will soon leave her. I'm even working on things. I'm even just to get out of my way and out of my life. That's what you'll be telling a particular woman. Then after some time, what will you hear again? If you ask him, he will say, it's like I'm no longer leaving my wife and children. No. Because before then, he has already seen those things, that thing that is under your skirt. He don't enter there, he don't chop up. One of his legs is in Jamaica, the other one is in Ghana. And they usually have this smooth and sweet mouth. They know how to rap. So this kind of man is part of those who usually claim before any of his new catch, even if it is a married woman, there is a particular kind of sentence that they normally make use of when they see a woman now, even if you are married or whatever. What they will say is that, oh, had it been that I met you before my wife, I would have married you. Why didn't you show up? Where have you been? Why were you hiding? Huh? Although I'm planning to get that foolish woman out of my way. So, what are you thinking now? Okay? So, if you ask him, he will tell you that I'm seriously working on divorcing her or separating myself from that bad news. Now, all of a sudden, that his wife that had children for her will all of a sudden become a bad news because he's trying to get in between your laps. He's trying to get in between your thighs. Women, we're gonna open our eyes. Okay? So what this type does is to give you a false hope. A smoke screen. He'll give you a false hope with a promise that he will soon get a divorce for that woman. So that he can come, maybe pay your bride price or come marry you, which is not true. It's not going to do anything. So at the same time, he will be expecting you to play to the role of a good wife while waiting for him to divorce the other one, which is not going to do anything. It's just using you as a material. So, finally, you will be the one to be used and done, because they normally say that it's only the truth that will set you free. It will just keep you in that kind of limbo. It will just keep you in that kind of state. It will be chopping you from now, one after the other. And so you go to chop, and so you go to enter you the commode. Then, on a very good day, your eyes might start to open. That will be the only time the truth shall set you free. So such a kind of man is a player. Do not submit to this kind. So these are the 10 type of men that women should not submit to. Open your eyes wide open. Don't go fall into this kind of man. Don't go start disturbing yourself trying to submit to this type. I've said my own. So I think that will be all for now. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. I do not take your presence on this channel for granted. Please subscribe to my channel, click like, ring the notification bell. Let me know in the comment section what you think about today's topic. Okay, so I promise you another beautiful video next time. See you soon. Bye bye.